Biological abuse isn't a term you hear often in the realm of narcissistic abuse. It is happening, though, quietly, cunningly, and in ways that leave you devastated on every level. Because when a narcissist cannot destroy you emotionally, they attempt to break you biologically. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. The topic for today is 5 ways a narcissist biologically abuses you, and no one talks about it. Number 1, they infect you and then blame you. Let's start with the obvious: sexually transmitted infections. A narcissist will sleep around recklessly, hiding their sexual history, lying about fidelity, and gaslighting you for even asking. That's the crazy making part. They won't get tested. They will insist you are the paranoid one. They'll say, oh, you're crazy or insecure, and then they might give you silent treatment. They might withhold affection. Why? Because you're questioning them. How dare you? They will call you all sorts of names if you suggest using protection. Then one day you get sick. What happens next? You test positive. That is when the nightmare begins. Not just the physical damage, that's a part of it. It is the gaslighting, the blame shifting that follows. You probably got it from the gym, from that guy you call your friend. Or worse, they'll say, oh, you have been cheating on me. I know it's you. Projecting their betrayal onto you. This isn't just emotional abuse. It is biological warfare. Because now your health is compromised. You're dealing with chronic pain, shame, expensive treatments, or the worst case scenario, lifelong infections. Some narcissists even remove condoms during sex without your consent, a tactic known as stealthing, which is legally recognized as sexual assault in many countries. And if you confront them about this, they laugh, they downplay it, and then they deny. What they have done is a violation, a crime, and it is the ultimate invasion of your body. The most painful part is your body carries the mark, the imprint of their abuse, even after they're long gone, in the form of that STD, which is chronic, which is incurable. And that's what leaves you with so much grief, so much resentment and anger. Because even after doing the right thing, which is letting go and going no contact, you are still not able to biologically get rid of them. Number 2, they hijack your hormones. Living with a narcissist is like being in a constant state of emergency. You know it. Your blood is flooded with cortisol, adrenaline, noradrenaline, and stress hormones every single day. And over time, this chronic stress doesn't just make you anxious. It starts to break your body down, literally. For women, it can trigger PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, menstrual irregularities, and fertility issues. For men, it can tank testosterone levels, kill libido, and create chronic fatigue. And for everyone in general, it contributes to metabolic syndrome, thyroid dysregulation, insulin resistance, and even autoimmune diseases. Because narcissistic abuse does not just affect your mind. It rewires your endocrine system, the body's hormonal command center, to dysfunction. You are not just emotionally drained, you are actually chemically imbalanced. And yet, you start to blame yourself. Maybe you are not eating right. Maybe you are just aging. Maybe it's your genes. No, it is the trauma. When your nervous system is in a constant state of fight, flight, or freeze, your body stops prioritizing healing. It is too busy surviving. Your hair starts falling off, your skin breaks out, your digestion is shot, your sleep disappears. And guess what the narcissist says? You are so sensitive. You are overreacting. Maybe if you were not so emotional, you wouldn't be so sick. They break you and then mock you for being broken. Number 3, they use pregnancy to trap you. If a narcissist cannot humble you, they get you pregnant. This is the form of abuse no one talks about in detail. It is called reproductive abuse, and it is real. When a narcissist sees you gaining awareness, rising in confidence, or preparing to leave, they time the pregnancy. Just when you are finding your voice, they silence it with exhaustion. Just when you begin to pull away. They pull you back with a positive test. They do not want a baby, of course not, to build a family. They want a baby to build a cage. Pregnancy becomes a leash, a distraction, a tool for biological control. Because when you are pregnant, your body is exhausted. Your emotions are raw. Your mind is foggy. Your world revolves around survival. That is when they tighten the grip. They might even sabotage birth control or lie about their own fertility. Some narcissists go as far as stealthing during ovulation, hoping for an accident. Can you believe that? And once you are pregnant, game over. They abandon you. Nothing to do with you. You carry the burden physically, financially, emotionally, while they play the victim or the hero as usual in public. After birth, it only gets worse. You know the story. They criticize your body, shame your postpartum emotions, we call it postpartum depression, refuse to help with the baby, mock you for needing support. The story goes on and on and on. The worst of all, they weaponize the child during co-parenting or when you divorce them. They know your love for your child is deep, unshakable. So they use it as leverage. You will destroy our child if you leave. Who is going to take care of them if you are this unstable? No court will give you custody because you are a mess. They turn motherhood into a minefield. They do not co-parent, you already know. They counter-parent. They do not even parallel parent. Parallel parenting is a concept which, in my opinion, is inapplicable to this dynamic because they are not parenting at all. So you're not parallelly parenting, you are separately parenting. Number 4, they destroy your sleep and your circadian rhythm. This one sounds small, but I assure you it's not. Sleep is where your body heals. It is when your brain processes trauma. It is how your hormones reset and your immune system regenerates. A narcissist knows this very well, and they do what? They weaponize it. They will start fights right before bed to cause sleep deprivation, wake you up in the middle of the night to give you orders, keep the house loud, chaotic, and unpredictable, disrupt your routine constantly, and over time, what do? You stop sleeping. Your body stops repairing, your cortisol spikes, your circadian rhythm collapses. You need to know that lack of sleep is linked to weight gain, depression, heart disease, blood sugar imbalance, and accelerated aging. You start forgetting things. Your skin looks dull, your hair thins, you feel like you're living in a fog, and that's exactly where they want you. Foggy, fatigued, and easily manipulated. If by any chance you collapse or break down from exhaustion, they call you dramatic. They say you are lazy. They accuse you of being the problem. They manufacture your collapse and then use it as evidence against you. Classic Darwo: deny the attack, reverse the roles of victim and offender. Number 5, they violate your consent, subtly, repeatedly, criminally. Consent isn't just saying yes, it is about informed, enthusiastic, safe participation. Narcissists blur those lines on purpose. They coerce you into sex you do not want. Ignore your no until you give in. As I explained earlier, remove protection without permission. Lie about monogamy. Guilt trip you for not performing. Their consent violation doesn't just harm your body, it destroys your relationship with your body. You begin to dissociate. You stop trusting your instincts. You start feeling like your body isn't really yours anymore. That is not just psychological, it is biological trauma. Because every time you override your no, your nervous system registers it. Your body floods with stress chemicals, which over time leads to a lot of chronic pelvic pain, sexual dysfunction or fear, PTSD symptoms, immune system dysregulation or dysfunction. You do not just feel unsafe around them, you feel unsafe in your own skin, and they gaslight you every step of the way. What do they say? They say, As usual, you're overreacting, you do not love me anymore, you didn't say no loud enough, it's not that serious, get over it. But you can't, because it is that serious. It's your body, it's your biology. It is your right to create those boundaries. You see, this is not just emotional abuse, what we talked about, it's physiological sabotage. The damage a narcissist does isn't limited to your self esteem. That is just a part of it, which is why I call it a multifaceted impact this narcissistic abuse trauma leaves on you. The abuse is literally in your blood work, it is in your hormones, it is in your medical bills, it is in your fatigue, it is the unseen wounds your body carries silently day after day. Narcissists do not just break hearts, they hijack bodies. So if you are feeling sick, tired, or confused, please understand you're not crazy. Your body is speaking. Your biology remembers you need to listen. And the first step toward healing is recognizing that what happened to you wasn't just abuse. As I said, it was biological betrayal and warfare. You deserve to be whole again. And with the right support, you will be. You have to start healing your body. If you wonder how to do that, I'll create another episode very soon. Today, let's end it here. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.